Alright. Put a finger down if you dislike an opposite race. Put a finger down if you dislike the opposite sex for whatever reason. Put a finger down if you believe racism is okay. Put a finger down if you believe sexism is okay. And finally, put a finger down if you believe your race is superior to all others. Now, you should have a fist. Go ahead and punch yourself in the face because you're what's wrong with the world, and that's why this world will never be at peace. Thank you.
This is Put a Finger Down, Retail Edition. Okay, put a finger down if a customer's made you cry. Put a finger down if an old man or old woman has hit on you. Put a finger down if a little child has taken a shit on the floor in your store. Put a finger down if an old woman has shat herself in your store, then continued the mess in the staff bathroom. Put a finger down if a customer has told you to shove it up your ass. Put a finger down if a customer has smelt so bad that you held your breath the whole time you served them. Put a finger down if you've put on a fake British accent while serving someone. Put a finger down if you've accidentally given out the wrong change. Put a finger down if you've farted multiple times and then blamed it on the customer. Put a finger down if a Karen has come into your store wanting a refund without the receipt.
Put a finger down if your eyes are blue or brown. Put a finger down if your hair has gone longer than your shoulders before. Put a finger down if you failed a class. Put a finger down if you've gotten detention. Put a finger down if you have a poster in your room. Put a finger down if you still like stuffed animals. Put a finger down if your dog has died in the past 5 years. Put a finger down if you know somebody whose birthday is on a holiday. Put a finger down if you've ever snuck out. Put a finger down if you've ever given somebody else a piercing or a tread. Put a finger down if you've ever walked out of class. Put a finger down if you've ever spit in somebody else's drink or food. Put a finger down if you've ever fallen off the side of your bed. Put a finger down if you've ever kissed on New Year's. Put a finger down if you've ever taken a bite out of a flower. Put a finger down if you've ever not taken your pills. Put a finger down if you've ever put in duct tape somewhere on your body. Put a finger down if you've ever slapped someone. And put a finger down if you're not following me.
Put a finger down, Skateboarder edition. Put a finger down if you've ever broken your skateboard on purpose. Put a finger down if you currently or have ever pushed Mongo. Put a finger down if you've ever lied about landing a trick. Put a finger down if you've ever cancelled a date with your girlfriend or boyfriend to go skateboarding instead. Put a finger down if you don't know who Rodney Mullen is. Put a finger down if you're scared to grip a new board. Put a finger down if you've encouraged a homie to try a new trick and it resulted in a serious injury. Put a finger down if you call longboards and pennyboards skateboards. Put a finger down if you've ever made fake grind marks on your board. Put a finger down if you've lied to your parents about going to the skate park and went somewhere else instead. Put a finger down if you've fallen asleep while touching your skateboard. Put a finger down if you've gone to a park to see good and intimidating people there and left straight away. Put a finger down if you've ate shit trying to impress a non-skater. Put a finger down if you've done a kickflip when someone yelled at you, do a kickflip.
Put a finger down, fast food edition. Put a finger down if you've been to McDonald's. Put a finger down if you've been to Burger King. Put a finger down if you've been to Wendy's. Put a finger down if you've been to Panda Express. Put a finger down if you've been to Shake Shack. Put a finger down if you've been to Popeyes. Put a finger down if you've been to Taco Bell. Put a finger down if you've been to Chipotle. Put a finger down if you've been to White Castle. Put a finger down if you've been to Dunkin' Donuts. Put a finger down if you've been to Subway. Put a finger down if you've been to Arby's. Put a finger down if you've been to IHOP. Put a finger down if you've been to Panera. Put a finger down if you've been to Five Guys. And put a finger down if you've been to Dairy Queen.
Put a finger down, liberal edition. Put a finger down if you think kids deserve to go to school without fear of being shot at. Put a finger down if you think women know what's best for their bodies and you should mind your own business. Put a finger down if you think immigrants deserve human rights. Put a finger down if you think the police shouldn't be shooting at people that aren't shooting at them. Put a finger down if you believe freedom of speech applies to all religions and not just Christianity. Put a finger down if you believe Black Lives Matter. Put a finger down if you believe that the LGBTQ community shouldn't fear losing their jobs over their identity. Put a finger down if you think that prisoners shouldn't be forced into slave labor for mass corporations. Put a finger down if you believe in climate change because scientists have evidence that it's real. Put a finger down if you believe that people shouldn't be dying of hunger while there are billionaires in the world. Oh, did I say liberal? Because I meant decent human being. Oops.
Put a finger down, things we've all done but don't want to admit edition, part 3. Put a finger down if you've ever danced in front of the mirror. Put a finger down if you've ever covered your computer camera because you thought someone was watching you. Put a finger down if you've ever faked sleeping when your mom or dad walked into your bedroom. Put a finger down if you've ever laughed at a joke you didn't understand. Put a finger down if you've ever sung in the shower. Put a finger down if you've ever spelled Wednesday in your head as Wednesday. Put a finger down if you've ever memorized a rap song so that when it played and people were around, you would feel cool because you knew how to sing it. Put a finger down if you've ever spammed a crosswalk or elevator button so it would move faster. Put a finger down if you've ever seen a cop and acted extra innocent. And lastly, put a finger down if you've ever snooped in your parents' bedroom when you were home alone.
Put a finger down, popular but unpopular kid. Put a finger down if everyone knows who you are but doesn't speak to you. Put a finger down if someone has said, I thought you were mean. Put a finger down if someone has said, I was scared of you. Put a finger down if you felt like you're left out of things. Put a finger down if everyone wants to know who your boyfriend or girlfriend is whenever you get one. Put a finger down if you avoid drama at all cost. Put a finger down if you don't really talk at school. Put a finger down if you have a small circle. Put a finger down if you're chill with mostly everyone. And put a finger down if you're single most of the time.
Never Have I Ever, Quirky Girl Edition. Put a finger down if you've cut and or dyed your hair. Put a finger down if you have records and a record player. Put a finger down if you skateboard. Put a finger down if you play guitar and or ukulele. Put a finger down if you listen to indie music. Put a finger down if you've seen Pulp Fiction for any reason. Put a finger down if you wear fake freckles or put a shit ton of blush on your face. Put a finger down if you own a Polaroid camera. Put a finger down if you're an artist. Put a finger down if you own Vans, Doc Martens, and or Converse. Put a finger down if you wear flannels. And put a finger down if you wear beanies. Put a finger down if you have cool socks. Put a finger down if you watch That 70s Show. Put a finger down if you're into guys who look like skeletons. Put a finger down if you cuff your jeans. And a finger if you own mom jeans. And put a finger down if you mostly shop at thrift stores. Damn, you're not like other girls.
Put a finger down, self-conscious edition. Put a finger down if you've used makeup to cover up your acne. Put a finger down if you've used Facetune. Put a finger down if you've taken 50 selfies and didn't like one. Put a finger down if you assumed someone didn't like you. Put a finger down if you never know what to do with your hands during a conversation. Put a finger down if you didn't raise your hand in class because you were afraid of getting the answer wrong. Put a finger down if you can't go out without looking at least presentable. Put a finger down if fine or okay isn't good enough. Put a finger down if you've seen people look at you and laugh and you automatically assume they were talking about you. Put a finger down if you hate presenting in front of people because you're afraid you're gonna mess up.
Put a finger down if you've ever cried yourself to sleep. Put a finger down if you hug a pillow at night. Put a finger down if you have ever doubted your self-worth. Put a finger down if you've ever felt like the loneliest person in the world. Put a finger down if you push away your friends when you need them the most. Put a finger down if you have only ever had one girlfriend, boyfriend, or partner in your entire life. Put a finger down if you don't want to bother your friends with your lonesomeness when it gets really hard. Put a finger down if you crave physical affection of any kind. Put a finger down if you don't know how to handle it if you get physical affection of any kind. Put a finger down if you feel like you have a hard time making real friends. Put a finger down if you have ever considered ending it all because of your lonesomeness. And put all your fingers back up if despite all of this, you know you are not alone in this world.
Put a finger down, school edition. Put a finger down if you told someone you didn't have a pen or pencil, but you did. Put a finger down if you told someone that you didn't have gum, but you did. Put a finger down if you told someone you didn't have the homework, but you did. Put a finger down if you told someone you didn't have your charger, but you did. Put a finger down if you cheated off someone without them knowing. Put a finger down if you had snacks but said you didn't because you didn't want to share. Put a finger down if you told someone you didn't have $1 but you did. Put a finger down if you had a crush on a teacher. Put a finger down if you dated someone that went or goes to your school. Put a finger down if you failed a test that you cheated on.
Things literally everyone has done before, and if you've never done it, then you're a freak. Taking out your phone to check the time, then actually forgetting to check the time. Asking what, even though you heard exactly what the person said. Saying yes when someone asks if you've seen or heard of something before, even though you never have. Saying ow when someone hits you, even though it didn't even hurt. Spelling out Wednesday as Wednesday, people as P-opal, and answers as answers. Putting off eating until you find the perfect show to watch. Putting your music on shuffle and then just skipping all of the songs until you finally get the song that you wanted in the first place. Planning an entire conversation in your head before it even happens. Always coming up with the perfect comeback hours after the conversation happened. Hours later.
Put a finger down, Aussie edition. Put a finger down if you've ever worn thongs or slides out to a fancy place. Put a finger down if you've ever put layers of sunscreen on but you still got burned. Put a finger down if you've nearly died from a dangerous animal. Put a finger down if you have barely any TikTok followers. Put a finger down if you've ever eaten a Bunnings snag. Put a finger down if you've ever worked at Macca's. Put a finger down if you've ever worn Crocs. Put a finger down if you used to be obsessed with High Five or the Wiggles as a kid. Put a finger down if you've ever burnt your feet walking on the road or on hot sand. Put a finger down if you've ever smoked a durry. Put a finger down if you haven't left your house for a whole day because it was just too hot. Put a finger down if you've ever cooked shrimp on the barbie. Put a finger down if you have ever lived through a cyclone. Put a finger down if you've ever...
This is for all my girls who are like an awkward weight where you're not like skinny, but you're also not like fat. Put a finger down if you look okay from the front, but then once you pull your tummy out, you're like, oh yeah, I'm fat. Put a finger down if you look better from the front than you do from the side. Put a finger down if you can't wear the same stuff as super tiny girls because you look like you're a whore. Put a finger down if you can't wear the same stuff as super plus size girls because you look like a box. Put a finger down if you've ever been dress coded for wearing the exact same thing as something who is just really skinny. Put a finger down if Target is always out of your size because there's a lot of people who are a size 6 to 8. Put a finger down if your flab is confused with you being strong. Put a finger down if you have broad ass shoulders. Put a finger down if sometimes you can pull off a crop top, but sometimes you can't because sometimes your chub hangs out, but sometimes it doesn't. Put a finger down if you can't tell if you're thick or just fat.